Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this time round, I have actually made a major upgrade to my audio device, and this is an upgrade that I never thought I was ever going to make. I thought I was always going to put a USB audio interface onto this particular microphone and just use it as is, but I ended up spending roughly about $60 on a new microphone. This microphone is $35 on Aliexpress, and if you buy it locally, you probably will get it for like around $65. That is in Kenya. So ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be talking about my audio experiences and things that I've learned when it comes to using audio. So if you guys using microphones, let me correct myself. So if you guys are going to find that interesting today, let's get down to it and play this little and wonderful game of chess. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I bought this microphone in the year 2016. If I can remember correctly. So it's been serving me for well over 4 years, and yeah, this microphone has actually been quite solid. It's obviously taken some battering, some serious battering, and some bruises. Like you can see, this thing has already like cracked open. Okay, it cracked open like in its second year, and it just remained like that ever since. You can actually now even see inside and see that condenser side of things, and yeah, this microphone was quite a solid one for quite some time. And the reason why I chose to upgrade it is because I just now realized that going the USB microphone route is a better option for beginners. It's not a good option for people who are not earning money. Because when you come to a microphone like this one, a condenser microphone like this one, you're not gonna get anything. You're not gonna get quality. You're not gonna get anything out of this microphone. And I'll state the reasons why. So this is a condenser microphone that uses an XLR port. So an XLR port essentially means that it's actually a very... This is the XLR port. It actually is a very lowly powered microphone, and it actually needs some power to be pushed into the condenser so that it can produce clean audio. And the power that we are talking about in question is called phantom power. So phantom power usually comes in at around 48 volts for this particular microphones, and that's when they actually produce good quality sound. Now this microphone right now is a 5 volt 50 mA microphone. It's called the YARMEE YR06. This is how it essentially looks. It's a very nice looking microphone. It's very small, but it does the job very well. So you guys can actually check this out. I'll actually provide some links onto Aliexpress, and also some links or some phone numbers of where I actually got this microphone locally. A very good friend of mine by the name of Jacob sent this to me for a very high price of $65 or 6,500 Kenyan shillings, but it was definitely worth it. It was not worth waiting various days. I've actually bought more time in the aspect of spending 3,000 Kenyan shillings more on the perspective of time, but it's totally worth it. I'd say so myself. And yeah, this is the microphone I decided to go for, and it's a really well-performing microphone. The reason why I'm telling you this, that it's a well-performing microphone, is because you guys are actually hearing my audio without any post-processing, without anything. I'm straight in recording this, all of it onto OBS, and I'm not doing anything else to this particular audio. Now let's talk about what it is that is needed to set up this particular audio for as much good quality as there is. So this microphone is connected via a printer cable. As you can see, let me just unplug it for a second so that you guys can actually see what it looks like. So I got into focus as much as I could so that you guys could actually see what I'm talking about. This is a printer cable, so any particular printer cable that you have can connect this microphone into your PC so that it can actually operate. So it's a USB type B, that's what it's actually called, a USB type B to USB type A connection. And the USB type B connection is a 2.0, so there's no 3.0 right now because the 3.0 ports are a bit too they're shaped differently, and also they're a bit too expensive to make for a particular microphone like this one. So I totally understand why it's $35, and it's actually a good microphone to boot, so it's not bad. I actually prefer it to what this particular thing was sounding like. So to give you context of what I needed to do to set this thing up for anything really is I needed its original XLR to USB cable, because its original XLR to USB cable provided some power coming in from the audio jack. The problem with that is that it always came in with very minimal power, up to like around 20 volts, so I had to crank the volume of the recording all the way up to 100%, and that's not enough. That's not good. If you guys can actually see this particular microphone, I've only cranked it up to like about 50%. It can go as loud as that, as in you guys probably can hear me now. It can go as loud as that, and it's right now clipping to its very end. You can hear its distortion and its madness. Let me actually put this on -6. So yeah, you guys could see that it was clipping and it was getting a bit distorted. That's pretty much why I like this particular microphone, because it gives you headroom to increase your audio and reduce it to as much as you want. Produces 5 volts, but it's enough to actually power this, because it's probably just a dynamic stroke condenser, and this is a pure condenser, and this one requires a lot of power. The alternative route that you could have taken in setting this up with another XLR cable, which I actually had to get because the original one broke, was I had to get this particular cable right here. This is now an XLR to 6.35 millimeter cable, and then adapted to a 3.5 millimeter jack. So this is how it essentially looks like. So you guys can see this is the XLR. Focus please. Yeah, so this is how it looks, the XLR port, and then this is the 6.35 millimeter audio cable right here. Well, okay, yeah, essentially if I just hold it like this, you guys will already know. So this is essentially what is usually used in guitars and stuff like that, and I got it for cheap. I got it for around $4 on the locale, because they actually made it in front of me. So like, this is how it looks from the inside, this is how it was attached and everything. So yeah, it was soldered on and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is essentially what I used, and then I also plugged this into this adapter right here. So this is a 6.35 millimeter to 3.5 audio adapter. So I just plug it in like this, and it actually seamlessly works. Problem with this is that this particular cable is a mono, so if it's passing into a stereo type audio jack like this, then it will only pass through one channel, and then the rest will remain to be metallic noise. So if you guys have ever passed through that kind of experience, you know what you have to do next. When you plug this in, you have to go into the Realtek audio interface devices and stuff like that, and then start tweaking the settings for this particular audio, like putting in noise suppression and all that stuff. So let me actually test it for you guys, and you guys will actually be the judge of how it sounds. Okay, so to put that into context, I'm gonna actually now show you guys on my screen. So this is my screen right now. It's still on OBS. Then I'm going to open my Realtek software right here, like so. And then there's this part for the microphone where it has noise suppression on, and it also has my boost. Where's the boost? I usually set up the boost. So I set up the microphone boost all the way up to plus 30 dB. So to put that into context, let me actually change to this particular microphone so that you can hear how it sounds. So without any editing or post-processing, this is how it sounds. Let me just change this.
Check. Okay, so this is how it sounds with the noise suppression on and everything. I don't know how it will sound before editing and stuff. So I don't like this audio whatsoever. And if I remove the noise suppression, this is how it will sound. So it's coming through one channel properly, but the other channel nothing. But I'm pretty sure it's just remixed into mono and not stereo again. So yeah, this is how it essentially sounds, and it's not good, it's not ideal. So I put the noise suppression back on. If I remove the noise suppression and put the acoustic echo, it will still produce the same results. And if I remove that, this is how it sounds again. So you can hear that static, right? So you guys can hear that. Yeah. So with the noise suppression on, that's it. Then this is how it should be in default. So this is how it sounds in default. So without the audio boost and audio anything, nothing, without the audio boost and then putting noise suppression, that's how it sounds. Removing the noise suppression, this is how it sounds. I don't know how quiet that is, but if I see it in negative 20 decibels. And then now to put that into context, this is how my current microphone will sound in 3, 2, 1. Now we've switched up back to this microphone right here. So yeah, I've given you guys context on how that is, and essentially that is why I decided to do the switch up. Because that setting this up the way it needed to be set up was giving me a struggle, so I just decided to stop. And another thing I actually learned is that to make sure that an XLR microphone sounds as good as it's supposed to sound, you have to get an audio interface. And the audio interfaces I was looking up that would actually benefit us, like benefit me in terms of like plugging into the PC and doing everything that it needs to do, is gonna cost you roughly around 10,000 Kenyan shillings on the minimum. Then going upwards, you'll probably go all the way till 40,000-50,000, and that is in a perspective of the Go XLR. And if the Go XLR were to be sold in Kenya in retail, without the regulation of the company that actually makes them, that is TC Helicon, then they will actually go up all the way till 80,000. So 80,000 Kenyan shillings on a Go XLR, whereas you could just buy a USB microphone to solve all your audio issues, and yeah, pretty much move on from there. So that's why I have this right now. That's why I'm doing what I can to actually educate you guys on what it is about audio that I've been struggling with, and so that you guys can also not struggle if you're actually content creators. What my opinion is on the entire matter is that for content creation, audio is the most important thing. If people don't like the audio that they're listening to, then they will not stay in and watch the rest of the video or listen to the rest of the podcast or whatnot. So I'm not sure how good this is, so you guys can let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know what it is that you guys would like me to improve next. Maybe the camera that I'm using, because right now I'm using a 2013 model of the Logitech C920, which is not bad. Actually, I think I've squeezed a lot out of this particular camera. So
yeah, you guys let me know as soon as you can. Let me know what it is that you guys would want to see me look to upgrade, and also test out, so that you guys can actually be a bit more knowledgeable on this matter. There's so many things I've learned on the perspective of multimedia, and I actually want to also venture into that aside from software engineering. So yeah, if you guys would really like me to do that, then toss me that like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're new over here, my name is Steve Nyanumba. I am the founder of this particular channel and this particular foundation called the Tech Chest Foundation, and it's an educational movement that aims to give cheap and reliable education on tech to various people all around the globe. So if you guys enjoyed that, if you guys found this very informative, give me that like. If you're new here, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you as always in the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.
Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like